Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's almost a cliche to hear a rabbi say that these are days of preparation as we're approaching Slichot tomorrow night and then Rosh Hashanah a week from Friday night. Of course, they're days of preparation, and the preparation is for each one of us individually to think about the major ideas of this holiday and think about ourselves and do what's called Cheshbon HaNefesh, that is a soul searching to really evaluate our behaviors and what will be based on who we have been and what we can become. The preparation for the rabbi obviously has certain intensity because this is the time of year where myself and all rabbis speak to hundreds, if not thousands of people. And so we want the message to be on mark. We want the message to be well received. We want the message to be significant. So you might imagine that there's a certain degree of anxiety that we feel during these days. There's a real weightiness to the responsibilities of this position. I also have come to realize more and more each year that the preparation is not just something that has to do with a performance, but it really has to do with reading so much of the material that's connected to the High Holy Days, looking at the words of the Machzor, looking at the Torah readings and the Haftorah readings, and reading commentaries that have to do with each of those things. And so it's a gift in a sense, because come Rosh Hashanah, on a certain level, I'm going to be very ready. And I know that I will be in a place where I can truly feel what these days are about. And that wouldn't necessarily happen if I wasn't responsible for the messaging that takes place during the service. And so I'm grateful to have this particular opportunity. As we approach this Shabbat, we look at the words of Parshat Nitzavim, which says, Atem Nitzavim Hayam Kolchem. It's the end of the Torah reading, and Moses is saying, you're all standing here together. And that's going to be part of our experience, that we're going to be here together. And there's an understanding that there's a level of togetherness that's necessary for our own well-being as individuals and family. We belong to a community. What comes in the Torah reading afterwards this week is a list of who's going to be standing there. And what we see, there are all different types of people standing there. Men and women, people of different ages, and people who have different jobs to do. Undoubtedly, there are people who are part of our community, and then people who are coming from outside the community. And it says, Atem Nitzavim Hayam Kolchem. All of you are together. And that's represents, I think, not just a description of the past, but some kind of an aspiration for the future. That we learn as human beings to stand with others. And when we stand in Nitzavim is like standing straight. We stand straight as a way of showing that we're proud. We're proud as to who we are as individuals, as a people, and that we can stand proudly with other people who aren't quite like us. It's a challenge. It's about kind of transcending your particular place and joining in a place with all your people, with your entire community, and with all people. And that's really something the world needs to know.